Yeah. Laptop, I just pulled up with some fools. I told your mama tie all my shoes. Showed her 2 million cash, now she woozy. 20 matches.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. I did not plan on being gone this long, but your girl, I've been going through it. I have been going through a lot, and I did have a video actually queued up to be posted last month. And what happened with that is, what had happened was, I recorded the video, right? I got it on my computer. Okay, boom. And then when I tried to get the video onto my editing software, I had all these weird, funky technical difficulties, and I just checked it up that it was a sign from the Lord above to not post it because it was still kind of recent of when it happened, and then when I recorded it. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just scratch it. So here I am in May, and today I was going to record a how my life is playing out since I've graduated college a year ago type energy. And I'm not in the mood to do that either. But I do want to post something for y'all to watch. And this video is so random, but I'm kind of over friendships. And I'm kind of over just humans as a whole. And I don't know if this video is going to resonate with somebody. I hope it does, because I can't be the only one just feeling like every time I've tried to have a good friendship, it always goes left or some BS happens, and I'm really over it. But y'all is still gonna get that that 1 year post college life video. It's just not gonna be this video. So if you wanted that, I'm sorry. And stick around. Like, if you want more content from someone who is trying to be more consistent, subscribe, hit that that little bell button, like this video, and yeah, support your girl. Like, we can't do this by ourselves. We gotta help each other. So help me help you to help me, so I can keep posting these videos. So lately, I've been going through a lot of changes. I am 23, so I'm a youngin' in these, adulting streets. I am nowhere near where I want to be in life. Obviously, I'm just getting started. I got a real job. I work 40 hours a week. I'm in the process of moving forward and doing a lot of adult moves. I don't want to speak on those yet, but I have noticed that with a lot of changes comes a lot of re-evaluations with your friendships. And I never really considered how important this was, because as a kid and as a teenager, you never really think about reconsidering your friendships, or not reconsidering, but re-evaluating your friendships and just seeing where you guys are mentally. Like, are you guys still in the same headspace that y'all was 6 months ago? Have things changed drastically 6 months ago? Or have you guys completely grown apart, etc., etc. So now that I'm a young adult, post-college life, I have been working in the real world, trying to create adult friendships and, all this good jazz. And it's hard, y'all. It's hard. Like, if you are in my shoes, or if you are about to graduate college, or you're graduating high school and you're not going to college, but you're hopping right into the adulting world, it's hard, y'all. It is so freaking hard. If you're a college student that's about to, graduate, it's hard in terms of just grasping the fact that you're going to have to work a real job every day. You're gonna have to pay bills, student loans if you got them. If you don't, you're blessed. And you really have to navigate your way through this world of just finding yourself through the midst of chaos. And I'm not talking about the world's chaos. I'm talking about your chaos, like within your own life. And it's hard. It is so freaking hard. And I've been trying to wrap my head around, am I doing things wrong? Am I doing them right? Should I be doing it some like, like should I be doing it like somebody else? And it's so freaking hard. And the hardest thing thus far is friendships. Like trying to create friendships as an adult, as a young adult, is so hard. Because you will find yourself being friends. Like if you are 20, something like me, you will find yourself being friends with people who, may be older than you. They may be in their 30s, because you're in the real adult world now where you will befriend people who have kids, who are married, and you as a little 20 fresh-eyed, something out of college or out of high school, you're probably like, yo, why do I have friends that are married, that have kids, that have mortgages? Like, it's weird because for the majority of your life so far, you have been around people your own age. So you never really thought, oh, I'm talking to someone who's been through 2 divorces and they have 3 kids. You know what I mean? Because you know that in high school and in college, for the most part, you're around people your age group. Now, there are some adults who do go to college, like weekend college. That's not what I'm talking about. That's different. But if you've lived on campus in a dorm, then for the most part, everybody is around your age. And y'all are basically like in the same boat. But adulting is a whole different ball game, y'all. I've been going through it with friendships. I've lost 2 friendships, 2 adult friendships since I've started, this adulting life. And it's ghetto. It's ghetto. It's ghetto. And it's just ghetto. I don't know how else to really describe it as crazy as it seems. It's just ghetto. Yeah, it's just one of those things where like you really have to go through it to understand how to navigate through. Like no one can teach you this adulting shit. Like you really have to go through the trenches of this adulting crap to really understand how to navigate your way through it. But as I'm saying about the friendships, it's just like as a young 20-something-year-old, as a young black, because I'm black, 23-something-year-old, you will find yourself in a predicament where you're not young enough, where, people can be like, oh, you're a teenager, you just gotta find your way, da 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 da. But you're not old enough where people can look at you and be like, yeah, you've been through a lot. Like, I get it. You're an adult. We're like in that in-between phase of like, we're not young enough to be babied, but we're not old enough to be like, on some parental type energy. Obviously, there are parents, my age, but y'all know what I mean. You know what I mean? If you don't know, then I don't know how to explain it. But it's been a stepping stone of just trying to find my grounding with how I communicate with actual adults that have kids, that have families, and these same adults, becoming my co-workers. They're becoming my friends. And I started to realize really early on that just because you are young doesn't mean people are going to show you grace. Some people will hold you to a lot of high standards, and they will expect more out of you, or they will really just come down hard on you and be like mad jealous of you because you're doing a lot that they didn't do when you was wait, I'm so tongue twisted. You're doing a lot that they didn't do when they was your age. So once they work beside you every day, or they become friends with you, they first admire you, but then they become jealous of you. And this is what I've been going through for the past almost year. So when I first got out of college, I worked through a temp agency, and my first job was like this hiring company place. I don't want to say it. It's kind of odd, but there was a lady there. She was in her 50s, 40. No, she wasn't in her 40s. She was like in her 50s, 60s, I think. And I was straight out of college. I just had gotten my bachelor's degree a few weeks ago. So no, actually, a few days ago, because I started that job on a Monday, I think, and I graduated that Saturday. So yeah, and that was my first time, working in a real adult place. And long story short, y'all, the lady there, we're gonna call her Velma. Velma, she was an older black lady, and she seemed pretty nice at first, and of course I was looking at her as like an elder, like my grandma's age, because she had that look to her and that vibe. So at first it was cool, she would help me, I would help her, boom. Then my boss, I don't want to say his name. My boss, he would tell me to keep an eye on her because she was starting to do things that was just off. Like, she would be told to do it 1, 2, 3, but then when you see what she's doing, it's 3, 2, 1. So it's just like, sis, you're not doing it the way that he says to do it, and that's an issue. So basically, I was like watching over her, and he would tell me to. So obviously, like, I'm going to listen to my boss when he tell me to watch over this lady. So all the time, and mind y'all, I was only there for like 4 weeks. I was only there for like a month, I think, tops, because I just couldn't do, like, the commute was crazy. I didn't have my license yet at that time, and it was too much. So anyways, it became a competition thing. Like, at first, she saw me as someone that was sweet and nice because she was telling me what to do. But once, like, the roles reversed, it became like, I'm older than you, or like, I know more than you. And I think she started to see me as, like, competition. Like, she would say things and do things where it's like, I would say something, and then she would come behind me and be like, oh, da 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 da. And it's like, I just said that, and like, even the lady saw it. Like, there was some tension there because, like, she would really, I would be like, oh yeah, like, the sky is blue today, and she'd be like, yeah, like, the sky, it has a lot of blue, but there's a little white over there because, like, of the clouds. It's like, sis, you don't have to one up me every time. And it came to a point where she even questioned my intelligence of how I moved. And it's like, sis, I have a bachelor's degree. She's like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, I do. Like, sis, don't do me. Because it's like, I respect my elders, but baby, this mouth can get reckless with anyone. Okay, and my mouth don't care about you being an elder, you being young, you being old, you being middle aged. You come to me disrespectful, you will get disrespected. Okay, I am a work in progress. I'm trying to, take the high road, but people will always try to make you come down and lowball with them, because that's the only way they can speak your language, is if you lowballing with them. Because when you try to be up here, they want to act all dumb, but then when you come down to their level, we see each other. Okay, we see each other type energy. So that was my first experience ever dealing with an older person that I thought I was cool with. Really just turned on me because they saw me as a threat because of, one, my age, and then two, me being an educated black woman. It was just like, you too could have done this as well. Like, I don't think age has anything to do with, why she was acting like that towards me. I feel like it was more my background, but I feel like age kind of did play a factor as well. I don't know, y'all. It was weird. Okay, but let's get into this little next story time, I guess. And it's gonna all make sense at the end. I'm just taking y'all through my many adulting friendships that I've had, or encounters since becoming a young adult in the real working job world. So yeah. But yeah, so this next one is a doozy because we just stopped being friends like this week. So yeah. So this next job was another temp job, and I met this person. Wanna call her Comb. Comb was someone that I met, and off rip our energies collided in a good way. We vibe with each other, etc., etc. So what happened was, we became cool, and then once I left the job, we still kept in contact because we had each other's numbers, and on the social media side. I'm sorry, y'all, my hair is itching right here. If you got locks, you already know how it goes. I did get my hair done. Period. But yeah, I got my hair done, y'all. Anyways, we kept in contact, so that was cool. And this is another person that was older than me, not by much, but she was still older than me, enough to the point where we could have been like sisters, probably, if that. But she, had her own little life and her little own family and whatnot, which is fine. I never, had a problem being friends with someone who has an actual life. So within the friendship, the dynamics was cool. But once I left the job and we started to like hang out more outside of that job, because I was working at job B and she was still at job A, which was the tip agency. It became different, and making work friends and then them becoming your real life friends is very tricky as well. And it was so weird, y'all. Like, I was just over it. I was just like, because just this week alone, a lot of got revealed to me. And this is the second person that was older than me. No, this is the third person. I'm sorry. This is the third person that has been older than me that I have fallen out with since I've started working in the adult working world. I have fell out with 3 adult women in the job world. And it's so weird because what they all have in common is that they're all older than me. and they should at least be perceived as mature because of their age. And the fact that all three of these women were beefing with me, it was just like, why do I keep beefing with older women? And with the recent one that just happened with my friend, or my ex-friend now, it was just like, it became a, I love you, I admire you, all that you've done, you've came such a long way. Mind you, we didn't even know each other for a year. It would have been a year in June that we would have met. And, you know, it went from I admire you, I look up to you, to you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. And it's just like, baby, if you're jealous, just say that. Like, just say that. Like, you don't have to feed your brain with lies about who I am, because you don't love who you are. Like, you are projecting your inner demons and your inner insecurities onto me. And it was just like one of those weird things where it's just like, I have been trying to really form at least one decent adult friendship, and it has been failing me. Or maybe I'm just really bad at it. I don't know. But your girl's trying. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say. And that's all I have to say. I don't know, y'all. Maybe it is me. Maybe I'm having bad luck with forming a one adult friendship. I do have friends, obviously, but I've known them since, you know, like I was in elementary. But just having one adult friendship is very freaking hard, y'all. I don't know what to do. This is the third failed adult friendship I've had so far. And yeah, I'm kind of over it. I'm just sick of being friends with people who admire me and love me, but then it becomes like kind of on the other side, where they start to become jealous of me, and they start saying weird when they're angry. So it's just like, all that time that you was kissing my ass, you was really hating on me. Like, make it make sense, you know what I mean? So yeah, y'all. I don't know where this video is going to go. I don't know. There is no rhythm or structure to this video. I just hope somebody watch this all the way through and make sense of what the hell I was trying to say, and comment below if you are currently in my shoes. It doesn't matter your age, but I would prefer, you know, a older crowd to at least give me some advice on how do I sustain a adult friendship, because I don't know how to, y'all. I'm only 23 and I am confusion on how to sustain a adult friendship. So yeah, this is very random, and this video is already 25 minutes long. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through. If you did, please comment below your stories about just adulting and making friendships, and have they failed, have they succeeded, and how you functioning as a up and coming adult in this world. But anyways, like this video, please subscribe, turn on your bell notifications, because I'm going to be very random with these video posts, and leave a comment down below. Till then, I'm out.